Good morning, listeners. Today's topic is minerals. Minerals are the inorganic constituents of the system. They generally categorize in two categories, major and minor minerals. So now coming on to the topic, the minerals that are required for the body, and these play their role as healthy metabolic regulators for the normal functioning of human health. Minerals are the inorganic elements of the body. These required in large quantities. These are categorized in two categories. One which are required in larger amount, that is the macro or major elements. Those required in traces for body functioning are known as trace minerals or trace elements. They constitute the inorganic part of our body and are the metabolic regulators that is generally required for the normal functioning of the body. Among the major mineral category, we have calcium, chlorine, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, sulfur and magnesium. For easy learning of the concept, I tried that is CC, PP, SS and M, where C means calcium, next C means chlorine, P means phosphorus, next P recognizes us with the potassium, S means sodium, next S symbolizes for the sulfur, and lastly M. These are the major one which are required by the human body for their normal functioning. Similarly, next category is minor minerals or trace elements. They include cobalt, chromium, copper, fluorine, iron, iodine and zinc. Besides this, some more minerals are also play their roles. For example, selenium and molybdenum, etc. So cobalt, chromium, copper are symbolizes with the triple C, then iron and fluorine with F and F respectively. Similarly, iodine and zinc for I and Z symbol in the given slide. Determination of dietary or tissue mineral or these elements is done by way of combustion into ashes, which furtherly categorized through acid soluble or acid insoluble ash. Lastly, one of the detector or the higher technology side or quantified these minerals by way of ICP instruments. Principal mineral constituents, about calcium as the major one, which constitute about 1.33% of total body part. Similarly, phosphorus 0.74, sodium 0.16%, potassium constitutes about 0.19% of our body, chlorine 0.11%, magnesium 0.04 and sulfur 0.15%. General functions of minerals are they provide rigidity and strength to skeletal structures in the form of teeth and bones. Thus, they are the primary components of our bone and teeth. Enzyme activators. Most of the minerals works as coenzymes and associated with various biocatalysts and enzymes. They also works to osmoregulate the body through acid-base equilibrium. They are the component of blood to carry oxygen. We are studying some of the elements or minerals that required by the human body in combination with all together. For example, calcium generally work in or studied in along with phosphorus. Calcium and phosphorus are the two major constituents of our daily routine feed. Calcium, that is the major one that proven its track record with the various body functionality. For example, it is also required an essential component for the blood clotting, muscle functioning, proper nerve impulse transmission, osmoregulation, bone and various dentine cell formation. Similarly, phosphorus is a component of ADP, that is adenosine diphosphate, ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, phospholipids, DNA and RNA. Dietary calcium is primarily absorbed from the intestine by active transport system. Vertebrates' blood level with calcium and phosphorus are regulated through cholecalciferol. Absorption depends upon whether the mineral is soluble at the pH of the gut or not. Phosphorus, as you see the structure, this is one of the chelating complex structure of phytic acid, or you can say phosphates, generally available among various millet and sorghum flours. The major source of phosphorus in natural grain is about 67%, and hence they are known as phytate phosphorus. This form of phosphorus is poorly available among those flour or millet seeds. The presence of phytate inhibits the availability of dietary divalent or monovalent cation, for example, phosphorus, and similarly magnesium, zinc, and iron. This is the insoluble complex. This form the insoluble complexes in the digestive system and hence excluded the absorption. Phosphorus availability, it could be among those feed and among those seeds or grains, the millet family. We can raise the availability come bioavailability factor for phosphorus by means of soaking, germination, open and close fermentation, and then through thermal means. It includes baking, cooking, roasting, frying. The next major mineral is magnesium. It occurs as integral part of bone along with calcium and phosphorus. Magnesium work to activate various enzymatic activity of the body necessary for smooth functioning of nerve and muscles, metabolism of carbohydrate and proteins, etc. Sources: green plants and green seeds are the major sources, as it is found as central atom of pyrrole ring of chlorophyll. Hard drinking water also contains salts of magnesium as carbonates. Magnesium deficiency in body is rare. Sometimes migraine and kidney stone may occur. All the green leafy vegetable having the chlorophyll in them, and as a part of chlorophyll, because it is one of the pyrrole ring structure having 4 porphyrin group, so among them central metal ion is magnesium. It also exists in the divalent cation form. Next are the sodium and chlorine together. They are occurring in extracellular fluid of the cells, necessary for maintenance of fluid balance, nerve transmission, and muscular contraction. Chloride present in blood is responsible for its buffering action. Chloride present in extracellular fluid and in gastric juice to serve as counter ion for sodium and hydrogen ion respectively. Sodium plays major role in proper functioning of blood pressure. Too much and less of it causes high and low blood pressure respectively. Available in all processed foods. Sources: table salt, meat, and vegetables are rich in sodium and chlorine. The next associated near to sodium and chlorine is potassium minerals, required or categorized under the major mineral category. It also works to maintain fluid balance of the body. Potassium is present in intracellular fluid, work in antagonistic action in sodium potassium exchange pump system of the cells. Next mineral is sulfur, that is found in protein molecule, as it is a part of cysteine and methionine and amino acids. This cysteine and methionine are the specifically sulfur containing amino acids. Sulfur sources include meat, beans, legumes, nut and eggs. Blood pressure is defined by the relationship between the amount of blood ejected from the heart with each heartbeat and the resistance against which it ejects. Here in this picture, for easy learning of the concept and as part of the pictorial presentation, here the extracellular fluid and intracellular system of a cell is shown here, wherein sodium and potassium exchange antagonistically through this pump, where 3 sodium out will be possible by way of 2 potassium in, and ATP consumed up during this process to ADP. Now the micromineral. Microminerals are the minerals that are required in least quantity, generally less than 0.05% of human body weight, or they are required in less than 100 milligram of per day. also known as trace minerals. They are also known as trace minerals. All microminerals works as cofactors for various enzymes. Cobalt, chromium, copper symbolizes as CCC, fluorine, iron, iodine and zinc are symbolizes as F, Fi and Z. Iron in human body found in blood and remaining in muscle, which is also present as divalent cation in Fe2 positive form among the hemoglobin and myoglobin of blood and muscle respectively. Fe, iron is surrounded within the pyrrole ring molecules in the same manner as like magnesium of chlorophyll, responsible for RBC formation known as hemopiosis. Iron content of body is 4 to 5 gram. Sources for iron intake are date, red meat, cereals and millets. Its deficiency causes coloncia, means concave nails or spoon-shaped nails. Similarly, the next micromineral is iodine, that is essential for normal growth and functioning of brain and body. Iodine plays an important role in the synthesis of triiodothyronine, that is T3, and thyroxine, that is T4. These thyroid hormones plays an important role in maintenance of normal functioning of brain and body metabolism. Sources for iodine generally include seafood and egg white. Deficiency symptoms are goiter. Only way to combat iodine deficiency is fortification in salt, flour and drinking water. Next micromineral is copper. Copper is necessary for normal hemoglobin status and is also part of many oxidoreductase enzymatic system, for example cytochrome oxidase and tyrosinase enzymes. Copper in blood exists in copper protein complex as hemocuprin in RBC and ceruloplasmin in plasma. Tyrosinase helps in the formation of melanin. Cytochrome oxidase, another enzyme that generally recognizes in the terminal step of mitochondrial oxidative phosphorylation. Its deficiency among humans are rare. In the infancy stages, if deficiency occurring, it results in the stunted growth rate of infants. White hair and depigmentation of skin is another deficiency symptoms. Upper 3 chances occur due to defective absorption of copper. Sometimes our diet is full with the copper, but defective absorption of copper results in the abnormal transportation of it, also increased its excretion through urine. These three defective absorption stages of copper resulted in abnormal transportation and increased urine excretion of copper. Its deficiency symptoms include the stunted growth rate among the infants in along with white hair and depigmentation of skin. Generally, the adult humans rarely encountered with the copper deficiency symptoms. These deficiency symptoms among infants may be because of defective absorption of copper or abnormal transportation and sometimes increased excretion of it through urine. Yes, heavy doses or heavy intake sometimes poses the toxicity impact where copper poisoning is also been there or to its contamination in our food by way of copper based container or ingestion of copper salts in higher quantities. Sources include seafood like oysters, crabs and lobsters. Chocolate is also rich in copper. Nuts, dried legumes also among the category of sources for the copper. Next is zinc. Zinc is a component of number of enzymatic reactions. For example, malate dehydrogenase, lactate dehydrogenase and alcohol dehydrogenase. 90% of body zinc presents in muscles and bones. Its deficiency causes various dermal issues, diarrheal issues and weight loss. Sometimes hypogonadism issues among the males is the results. It is shown that retinol in presence of zinc as a metallozyme, alcohol dehydrogenase functionizes to convert retinol to retinol and retinal further with the help of retinal oxidase that also require the zinc presence convert retinal to retinoic acid and hence the absorption. Zinc role as a cofactor is best addressed among the retinol wherein alcohol dehydrogenase in the presence of zinc as a metallozyme causes the conversion of retinol alcoholic content to retinol and retinol furtherly in the presence of zinc retinal oxidase work upon to retinol which converts the retinol to the retinoic acid and hence the absorption. Anti-nutrients in food such as phytate, oxalates and fibers minimizes its absorption. Next, micromineral is fluorine that occurs as fluoride in nature, widely present in all soil, water, plants and animals. It is an essential element that is present in bones, teeth, thyroid gland and skin. Sometimes dental caries can be prevented if fluorine concentration exceeds 1 ppm in water. Fluoride ion inhibit oral bacteria activity, hence dental caries. Other sources are sea fish, toothpaste and mouthwash. Teeth exposed to fluoridated water. Here showing the tooth set for two different persons that are sufficiently optimally exposed with the fluoridated water and this one is for the persons who are not using the fluorine water for its routine intake. Fluorosis is the high intake of fluorine causes its toxicity in two major forms, skeletal fluorosis and dental fluorosis. Generally, fluorine is taken in optimum amount. If taken in higher doses for longer time, it causes the fluorosis issues in the body where skeletal fluorosis means bending of knees and dental fluorosis means mottling of permanent tooth set. Enamel losses its luster and become dull. So optimum intake of fluorosis is the better option for the fluorine to work as micromineral. Toxicity minimizes through tamarind intake, enhances urinary excretion of fluorine. Next is chromium. Chromium potentiates the insulin action and hence influences carbohydrate metabolism in along with lipid and protein metabolism. Very importantly, it serves to function as metabolism of sugar. In absence of it, insulin cannot control blood sugar level. Deficiency, disturbance in lipid metabolism and irregulation of insulin action. Sources includes brewer's yeast, oysters, liver and potatoes. Cobalt, the next micromineral, absorbs along with vitamin B12. Cobalt present in vitamin B12 as a central molecular atom. Its deficiency symptoms are too rare and its daily requirement is met by normal nutrition. Sources include peas, beans, cereals and organ meat. Toxicity. People who consume large quantity of beer are prone to cobalt toxicity as cobalt salts are introduced in beer to increase foaming capacity. Thank you students. So that's all about the minerals. Thank you.